My name is Marek Rosenberg, and I'm excited to share with you a new video series. I've been working hard on recording it, and I hope you find it valuable and enjoyable as well. That's, of course, my eagle and my parrot. So here's the deal. 33 videos. Each video links to one of the most important components of the Taking Flight with DISC training program. Everything you need to know is in this video series. So let me show you what we have, and I'm going to walk you through our LMS and show you where you would see the videos. So interestingly, you can use this video series for you. You can use it to learn about and deepen your knowledge of the training program, of the styles, how to facilitate the session, or you can actually share these videos in your training programs with participants. So welcome to the Take Flight Learning LMS. I happen to have BirdBrains Inc. here. I also have the Taking Flight with DISC video series. Little preview coming soon. There will be an e-learning course as well, fully gamified, animated. It is fun. That will be the third item in the LMS. But for now, let's head on in to the video series. Now, I have used this system before, so I'm going to resume where I was. And here we go. We are logging in. We've got some nice background music for you. We've got 4 main sections. Let's click into the first one and I'll show you what's in there. We've got introduction, the 4 styles, and styles in action. So let's head on in. Little introduction video, the 4 styles. Here's a video about each of the styles. You can use this to introduce the styles, or you could just deepen your knowledge. Notice there's one video which explains all 4. You can use that if you would like to share it. We've got styles in action. Hey, we've got activities built into the Taking Flight with DISC training program. Here's 2 of them, water cooler and buying a TV. It's important to note, I'm not teaching you how to facilitate the activity from a technical facilitation standpoint. I'm walking you through water cooler. Here's what the eagles might say. Here's what the doves might say, the parrots, the owl. It's the content, not how to facilitate. It's the wisdom around the styles. So let's head on back to the main screen, and we've got a second section. There's a lot of information in here. Results, style polarities, style differences. We walk through this section. Notice the background, just beautiful. Your results. I walk through how to interpret graphs. That's the longest video. Incidentally, there are 33 videos. They are 99 minutes in totality, almost to the second. So I planned it that way. 3 minutes of video, almost exactly on average. Some are longer, some are shorter. This one's quite a long one because I explain how to interpret graphs. I also talk about understanding your strengths. Let's head on back. Now we've got style polarities, lots of information here. You are probably very familiar with these topics: big picture versus detail orientation, delegation, stress, fears, risk-taking, rewards, preference, content versus delivery. So how about this? Why don't I show you one of the videos? Since I'm on content and delivery, I will show you that one. So we'll give you a little preview of what these videos might just look like.
Our styles impact how we communicate, not just from the amount of information we share, but the way in which we share it. Some people focus on the content. Some people focus on the delivery. It's like substance versus style. Eagles and owls focus on the content, the information. Parrots and doves focus on how am I coming across. Let me give you an example. Let's just take something as simple as a text message. An owl is about to send a text message. Before they hit send, they reread the text message. Why? Think about that. Why does the owl reread it? Well, they want it to be right. First of all, autocorrect can do some crazy things. We need to make sure that it says what we want it to say, but they also want to make sure that it's accurate. Why does the dove reread it? For the dove, it's more about the tone. I want to make sure I'm not offending anyone. Can you see the difference? Eagles and owls are more about the words. Parrots and doves are more about the tone. I had this moment where I was sitting in an airport and I was watching a couple, and they were speaking and they were having a conversation, but it was escalating. Now, I wasn't eavesdropping, but when they're 5 feet in front of you, You can't help hear this conversation. This was the moment I tuned in. He looks at her and he says, I do not understand why a fact isn't a fact. And she looks at him and says, well, it's how you said the fact. It's the way you said it to me that matters. His response, you can say a fact however you want to say a fact. It's still a fact. And she looks at him and says, oh, no, it isn't. Well, let's figure out what their styles are. His style, he's clearly focusing on content. Probably an owl, very factual, and maybe even some secondary eagle, very direct. She is the dove. She's tuning into how he's speaking. Can you see the disconnect? He's speaking and he's talking about content. She's focusing on the way he's delivering it. And now here's what's happening. They are no longer discussing what they are discussing. They are now arguing about how they're arguing. Ever have that conversation? And that's because we communicate in different ways. So think about where you focus. Do you focus on the words or do you focus on the tone? And how does that impact the people you are interacting with?
All right, so that is one example of one of the videos. There are 32 others. So let's head on back. So we've got style polarities. We also have style differences. Lots of videos here. Listening, communicating to groups. That's a big one. Time management, feedback, conflict. I know that I'm right because every one of them has its own video. Once again, you could just watch them for you, or you could show them in the training program. Totally up to you. Once you have them, you have this video series. It's yours for life. It's no subscription. You just have it. You own it. It's yours. Here's the section on identifying the styles and style flexibility. So this is that people reading component. It's how do you understand style combos, but also how do you read people? 2 videos there. And in the next section under flexibility, we've got the home rule and the light switch email. So I talk about both of those in depth. We head on back and we've got one more section. This is going to close out the section. This is that team dynamics, overusing our strengths, and also a closing video. Team dynamics, we've got 2 videos here. One where I talk about team dynamics and applying the styles to teams, and 2, the team dynamics grid. Notice our night owl here. We also have overusing strengths. This is a big one. Notice our strengths. Sometimes we overuse them. Our strengths turn into weaknesses. So here's what we've got. We've got 4 sections. We've got 33 videos. You can use these however you like. I hope you find these to be valuable. I had fun recording them, and I hope you get the opportunity to use them. Check them out. I hope it deepens your knowledge of the styles. And once again, to all of you who are certified and in our, what we call our certified network, I really want to thank you for sharing the bird styles with the world. You are making a difference. So thank you so much, everybody.